Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we continue part 2, limit and continuity. Okay, our objective today, at the end of this lesson, the student should be able to find infinite limit for limit x approaches to a fx equal to positive or negative infinity. Second, find limit at infinity for limit x approaches to positive infinity fx equal to L, and then find the limit x approaches to negative infinity fx equal to M, and then the third one is find limit fx over gx when x approaches to infinity, when limit x approaches to infinity fx and limit x approaches infinity gx are undefined. So we have three uh, objectives today. Okay, we start with infinite limit. If limit x approaches to a fx equal to positive infinity and limit x approaches to a fx equal to negative infinity, this is what we call a infinite limit. Will x approaches to a, value for y approaches either positive or negative infinity. Okay, example 19. To evaluate limit x approaches to 0, 1 over x squared. If we use a table, we approach 0 from the left, this is from the left or from the right. This is from the left to 0. This is from the right to 0. This is a 0 from the right. This is a 0 from the left. So what happened to fx? We start with negative 1. You get 1, you get 4, you get 110,000, and when x approaches or close to 0 from the left, value for fx equal to 1 million. Now we start from the right. We start with 1. You get 1, 0 0.54, 0 0.1, 100, 0 0.01, 10,000, and very close to 0 from the right. Let's say we take a 0.001, the value for fx equal to uh, 1 million. That's mean uh, value for fx increase without bound, increase without bound. Maksudnya nilai x tu membesar tanpa batas. So we call a infinity. This is a infinity. Okay, we showed that the limit x approaches to 0, 1 over x squared equal to infinity. Okay, clearly from the diagram here. When x approaches to 0 from the left, value for y here goes to infinity. When x approaches to 0 from the right, value for y also goes to infinity. Okay, next example 20. Given fx equal to 1 over x minus 1, find limit x approaches to 1 from right fx, limit x approaches 1 from the left fx, and limit x approaches 1 fx. Okay, limit x approaches 1 from the left fx equal to limit x approaches to negative 1 from the left 1 over x minus 1. This is fx. When you come to 1 from the left, that means value is a value for x less than 1. Value for x less than 1. Berarti nilai x tu kecil pada 1. Bila nilai x kecil pada 1, tolak 1, maka you akan dapat nilai yang negatif. Sehinggalah you mendapat kosong dari arah negatif. Maka kita tulis kosong dari arah negatif. Berarti nilai dia negatif-negatif sehinggalah kosong. That's 1 over 0 from the left. That means the answer is negative infinity. Okay. Limit x approaches to 1 from the right. That means value for x greater than 1. This is 1 here. You come from right. That means value for x is greater than 1. So, nilai x ni besar pada 1. Tolak 1, you akan dapat nilai yang positif. Sehinggalah dia mendapat kosong. Jadi, kosong dari arah positif. 1 over 0 is infinity. Positive infinity. Therefore, limit x approaches 1 fx does not exist. From the left, you get negative infinity. From the right is a positive infinity. So, limit x approaches to 1 fx does not exist. Okay, another criteria of limit. Okay, first, limit x approaches to 0 from the right. 1 over x power of r. R is a positive. R is a positive value. Equal to 1 over equal to infinity, positive infinity. Let's say, for example, limit x approaches to 0 from the right, 1 over x power of 3. Okay, you get the answer because you come to 0 from the right, the value for x is positive. So you get the 1 over 0 yang positive. Is a positive infinity. Okay, number 2, limit x approaches to 0 from the left. That means value x is negative. Value x is negative. This is a 0, you come from the left, that means this is a negative value. Okay, therefore, limit x approaches to 0 from the left. Let's say 1 over r is an odd number, x power of 3. Let's say x power of 3 is a odd number. Okay, you get a 1 is a positive value, and then this is a negative value. X is negative value, power of 3, you get a negative. So you get a negative infinity. Okay, so if r is an even number, let's say limit x approaches to 0 from left, 1 over x power of 4. 4 is a even number. Equal to 1 is a positive. Okay, negative, x is a negative value. Negative value, power of 4, you get a positive. So the answer is a positive infinity. Positive value dari arah negatif, tapi kuasa 4, you akan dapat positif balik. So jawapan dia positive infinity. Okay, example 21. Given fx equal to 1 over x minus 2 square. Find limit x approaches to 2 from the right, 1 over x minus 2 power of 2. Limit x approaches 2 from the left, 1 over x minus 2 power of 2. And limit x approaches 2, 1 over x minus 2 f power of 2. Okay. Solution. Limit x approaches to 2 from the right. That means value for x is greater than 2. Greater than 2 minus 2, you get a positive value, but you power with 2, so you still get a positive. That means here is a negative over positive value, and then you power again with 2, you get a positive. That means the answer is positive infinity. Limit x approaches 2 from the left, that means value for x is less than 2. Less than 2 minus 2 is a negative, but it's a power of 2 become a positive again. So get a positive infinity. So then limit x approaches to 2, 1 over x minus 2 square, you get a positive infinity. Okay, for rational function, limit x approaches to a fx over gx, and then gx, limit x approaches a gx equal to 0, and limit x approaches a fx equal to L. Gx is a 0, becomes 0. This becomes 0. This is equal to L, the value L. Okay, so if L is a positive, L is a positive, now limit x approaches to a from the right, fx equal to gx equal to positive infinity. Okay, that means L is a positive value. That means you get a L is a positive. This is positive value. And then gx, x approaches to a from that mean value for a x greater than a. So you get here is a positive. So positive divide positive, you get a positive infinity. Okay, number 2, L is a positive. L fx equal to L. L is a positive. And then divide with a gx. Gx is you come x approaches a from the left, that means value for x is a negative. Okay, positive divide negative, you get negative infinity. Okay, L is a negative, that means L is a negative, so negative divide G is a positive, because you come from the right here. Gx is positive, negative divide positive, you get negative. L is a negative, so negative, okay, negative over gx also negative, so the answer is positive infinity. Okay, look at this example. Limit x approaches to 3 from the right. From the right, that means value for x is greater than 3. So, okay, nilai x ni besar pada 3. Bila tolak 3, you akan dapat nilai dia adalah positif. Sehingga you akan mendapat kosong jika you ganti 3 tu. Jadi sebelum you dapat kosong, you akan dapat nilai positif, positif, positif. Maka kita tulis macam ni. Atas tu akan atas tu akan dapat 6. So 6 tu positif. Bawah tu akan dapat nilai, sebelum dapat kosong, you dapat nilai positif. So positive divided by positive, the answer is positive infinity. Okay, now look at number 2. Limit x approaches to 3 from the right, x squared plus x plus 2 over x squared minus 2x minus 3. The value for x is greater than 3. Okay, if you check, you substitute the value, you get positive, positive, and then this is also positive. The denominator also positive. Sebelum you dapat kosong, maka jawapan dia adalah positive infinity. Okay, now we enter subtopic limit at infinity. If x moves increasingly far away from the origin in the positive direction, x approaches to positive infinity, and fx gets close and closer to the L. We write fx approaches to L. Then we write limit x approaches to positive infinity, fx equal to L. Okay, look at this graph. Okay, this is a L, this is a y equal to L, this is a y equal to L, this line. So when x approaches to positive infinity, x approaches to positive infinity, value for y close to L. That means limit x approaches to positive infinity, fx equal to L. Okay, now if x moves increasingly far away from the origin in the negative direction, that means x approaches to negative infinity and fx get close and closer to the L, then we write limit x approaches to negative infinity, fx equal to L. Look at this graph. Okay, this is the line y equal to L. When x goes to negative infinity, value for y close to L. Okay, look at this example. A scatter graph fx equal to 1 over x squared. Hence, find limit x approaches infinity fx and limit x approaches to negative fx. Okay, this is a graph for 1 over x squared. Okay, if you look at this graph, when x approaches to positive infinity, this is a positive infinity. X approaches positive infinity, value for y approaches to y equal to 0. So the answer equal to 0. So limit x approaches to negative infinity, also similar here. This is a 0, y equal to 0, x goes to negative infinity. And then the limit x approaches to positive infinity, also 0. A value for y close to uh, x exists or y equal to 0. Limit x infinity if n is greater than 0, that means n is a positive, then limit x approaches to positive infinity 1 over x power of n, we get the answer equal to 0. Limit x approaches to negative infinity 1 over x power of n, also a 0. Okay, example here. Limit x approaches to positive infinity 4 over x, we can write as a 4. Limit x approaches to positive infinity 1 over x equal to, this is a value becomes 0. You use these properties. So 4 times 0 is 0. Number 2, limit x approaches to positive infinity 5 over x power of 3 equal to 5 times limit x approaches to positive infinity 1 over x cubed. Okay, we use this also, these properties. So this become a 0. So 5 times 0 equal to 0. Similar for this, limit x approaches to negative infinity, negative 1 over x squared, you can write as a negative 1 limit, this is a limit 1 over x squared, x approaches to negative infinity, this is a value becomes 0 also. Okay, we use these properties. So negative 1 times 0 is 0. Okay, now look at example 24. Find the limit at infinity for the following. Limit x approaches to positive infinity 2x plus 3. Okay, you substitute infinity, 2 times infinity is infinity, plus 3 also infinity. So the answer is infinity. B, x approaches to infinity, you substitute x with infinity square, times 3 times infinity square, you get infinity, plus 3 times infinity is infinity, infinity plus infinity is infinity. Okay, let's see. Limit x approaches to negative infinity 2 over x plus 5 power 4. So infinity plus negative infinity plus 5 is negative infinity. Negative infinity, and then your power is 4, you get a positive. So the answer, okay, 2, you can write 2, limit x approaches negative infinity, 1 over x plus 5 is a positive infinity. So this is a value becomes 0. So the answer is 0. Similar for here, this is a limit, this is a 1, and then this value becomes 0. A limit x approaches negative infinity, 3 over x cubed is 0. So the answer is 1. Okay, now we go to subtopic limit at infinity for a rational function. If limit x approaches to infinity, fx over gx, you get a infinity over infinity. Divide each term by x. Bahagikan setiap sebutan dengan x to the highest power of denominator. And then we use limit x approaches positive infinity 1 over x power of n equal to 0, or we use a limit x approaches to negative infinity 1 over x power of n equal to 0, for n is a positive value. Okay, look at example 25. Okay, limit x approaches to positive infinity 2 x cubed plus x squared minus 3 over x power of 3 plus x plus 2. If you substitute infinity, you get what? You get a 2 times infinity cube is infinity plus infinity square is infinity minus 3, you get infinity over infinity power of 3, infinity plus 2, also infinity. So infinity over infinity. So in this example, we divide every term with x, the highest power of denominator. So the highest power of denominator ini adalah x kuasa 3. Bahagikan setiap sebutan itu dengan x kuasa 3. Okay, yang ini. Kita dapat 2x cube over x cube plus x square over x cube minus 3 over x cube over x cube over x cube x over x cube plus 2 over x cube. After that, we simplify. Okay, this is we simplify. But you know that limit x approaches to infinity, 1 over x, this is a become to 0. This is also become to 0. This is also become to 0. This is also become to 0. Okay, from the previous knowledge. Okay, now we get the answer equal to 2 plus 2 plus 0 minus 0, 1 plus 0 plus 0. So the answer equal 2. Okay, now we go to example 26. Limit x approaches to negative infinity over x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x plus 1. Now we substitute negative infinity square get positive infinity. This is a positive infinity plus positive infinity minus 3, so you get an infinity over infinite negative infinity plus 1 is a negative infinity. So look at here, that's mean positive and divide negative infinity. Yeah. Okay, that's mean you divide every term with the highest power of x in denominator. That's mean you divide by x. Okay, we divide by x. Okay, we divide by x. Huh? Okay, x squared divided by x minus, okay, this is positive. 2x over x and negative 3 over x over x 1 over x. Then we simplify this is we get uh, x squared over x is a x, 2x over x is 2, minus 3 over x is, you leave it it is, and then 1 x over x is 1, 1 over x you leave it it is. Okay, now you substitute x is negative infinity. Okay, negative infinity. Okay, minus negative infinity plus 2, you get a negative infinity over 1. So the answer is a negative infinity. Okay, next. Example 27. Limit x approaches to positive infinity, x squared plus 2x plus 2 over x cubed plus 1. Okay, if you check, this is you get a infinity over infinity. Okay, we divide with x the highest power of denominator. That means you divide by x cube. This is x cube. So x squared over x cube plus x over x cube plus 2 over x cube over x cube over x cube plus 1 over x cube. Okay, x squared over x cube, we simplify, you get 1 over x plus 1 over x squared plus 2 over x cube. X cube over x cube is 1 plus 1 over x cube. So limit x approaches to infinity, 1 over x is 0, 1 over x squared also 0, 2 over x cube also 0. And then 1 over x cube also 0 for the limit x approaches infinity. So after simplify, you get a 0 plus 0 plus 0 over 1 plus 0. Okay, 0 over 1, this is a 0 over 1. 0 over 1 is 0. Okay, now we go to example 28. Find the limit of x approaches to negative infinity for square root x squared minus 4 over 3x plus 1. So the highest power of denominator is x. That means you divide by x. So divide by x. Set x squared minus 4 over x, and then 3x over x plus 1 over x. Okay, but you must know that x approaches to negative infinity. Let's say this is 0. X approaches to negative infinity. When x goes to negative infinity, value for x is a negative. This is a negative value. Yeah? When x goes to negative infinity, x goes to negative infinity, maknanya nilai x ini adalah nilai yang negatif. Okey, sekarang ni x tu di bawah kita nak masukkan nilai x tu dalam square root. Kita nak masukkan x tu dalam square root. Maka kita tulis okey. Okey, kita tulis x itu sebenarnya sama dengan negative square root x square. Yang ini adalah nilai negatif sebab x tu x menghampiri negative infinity. So you write negative kat sini. Negative square root x square. Maka kita boleh masukkan square root x square tu dalam square root. Okey, sekarang ni baru kita boleh masukkan x square tu dalam square root. So negative sebab x tu pergi ke negative infinity. So square root x square over x square minus 4 over x square. That means di sini kita bahagi dengan x. Jadi x ni mengapa dia jadi kuasa 2? Tapi dia duduk dalam square root. Nilai dia masih sama. Nilai dia still x. Sebab square root x square equal to x. Dia sesama nilai. Kita letak negatif sebab apa? Sebab x tu pergi ke negative infinity. So you write negative kat situ. So kita ada negative square root x square over x square minus 4 over x square over 3 over 3x over x and 1 plus 1 over x. Okay, and then we simplify. Okay, we simplify here. X square over x square is 1. 4 over x square, you leave it as is. And then 3x over x equal 3. 1 over x. Okay, when limit x approaches to negative infinity, 4 over x square becomes 0. 1 over x also 0. So we get a negative. This is 1 actually. This is a negative. This is a negative third 1. Negative third 1 is a negative 1. This is a negative 1. Okay, and then over 3 plus 0. So the answer is negative 1/3. Okay, kalau soalan tu pergi ke negative infinity yang melibatkan fungsi third, ada punca kuasa 2 third ni, you kena hati-hati. Kita kena letakkan negatif. Sebab apa kita letakkan negatif? Sebab nilai x tu negatif bila you pergi ke negative infinity. So you write negative here. Okay, this is the last one for today. Example 20. Example 29. Find the limit of x approaches to infinity, x square root x square minus 1 over x plus 1. Also here, The highest power of denominator is x. That means you divide all these rational function with x. So square root x squared minus 1 over x, x over x plus 1 over x. So masukkan yang atas ni, x ni dalam square root. That means you write as a square root. This is a x square root. And then you tak payah tulis negatif sebab x pergi ke positive infinity. Maka nilai x tu adalah nilai yang positif. So jangan tulis negatif lah sebab x tu pergi ke positive infinity. Okey, nah yang ini kita boleh masukkan dia ke dalam square root x square, duduk dalam square root, maka kita boleh tulis macam ni. Square root x square over x square minus 1 over x square over x plus 1 over x. And then we simplify, we get x square over x square is 1 minus 1 over x square. And then x over x is 1, 1 over x, leave it is, okay, 1 over x square is 0, this is 0, this also 0. So we get a square root 1 is 1 over 1, or 1 over 1 is 1. So the answer is 1. Okay, that's all for today. So this is code hari ini, ZBM02, ZBM02. It's a code for attendance, code for attendance ZBM02. Okay, thank you.